Oh, hey, welcome to the internet. I am Joshua from the reviews department. It's my job to sit here and review things for you to watch, for your entertainment. Now, you might be asking yourself, what things do I review? Everything that ever existed, ever. This is actually my first day on the job. I'm taking over for Doug. Doug used to have this job. He can't really do it anymore, so now it's on me. So how do I know what things to review and when? Well, that's what this machine is for. Quarters go in, topics come out. Let's see what we got first. The tardigrade is a minute animal of the phylum Tardigrade, also known as a water bear. That's right, water bears. They're also known as nano survivors, space rangers, cupcakes, and moss piglets. I'm going to be honest with you people. I only took this job because I wanted to say moss piglets on the internet. Tardigrades were first observed in 1773 by German zoologist Johann August Ephraim Gusa, who initially referred to them as Kleiner Wasserbär, which means little water bear. It wasn't until 1777 when Italian biologist Lazzaro Spallanzani named them Tardigrade, which translates to slow steppers. Tardigrades are usually only around 1 to 2/100ths of an inch in length, or about 1/10 of a millimeter, so you're not likely to see them. But if you wanted to, you could literally search anywhere. Every single continent and every environment on this planet is a suitable home for the tardigrade. They'll live in lichen, moss, soil, coastlines, dead leaves, sand dunes, fresh water streams, Utah. I know you might not think it looking at these guys. They basically look like a tube of meat with a Lovecraftian butthole for a mouth. But trust me, these things are awesome. Let's look at the facts. Tardigrades have been on Earth for about 600 million years, which means they predate the dinosaurs by about 400 million years. Meteor or not, they are still here today because basically, tardigrades are indestructible. They can survive in almost any environment, from negative 300 degrees to positive 300 degrees Fahrenheit. You can find a tardigrade in every crack and crevice of the Arctic, as well as at the bottom of steam vents and active volcanoes. When things get really bad, a tardigrade can curl up into a ball and dehydrate itself. At this point, their internal functions slow down to as close to dead as an animal can get, but not quite. This is known as cryptobiosis, and tardigrades can survive like this for decades. We found them frozen in ice, and even launched them up into the vacuum of space where they brushed off the intense cold and radiation like, bitch please. I can't stress enough how rad these things are. They don't start wars, they don't cheat on their wives, they don't sue each other or shoot up schools. A tardigrade has never stolen an Amazon package off my porch, or carjacked me. They didn't build the Berlin Wall, or do 9/11, or direct that Ghostbusters movie from 2016, because they're better than that. They're better than most things. As a matter of fact, they're better than you and I, easily. I know that for sure. I know what you did in that Burger King bathroom. All they do is swim around and eat, like the internet's favorite adorable 8-legged nightmares. I don't think I have any grounds to dock them any points. So right out of the gate on my first day, I'm going to give them a 100 out of 100. I think it's safe to say that the tardigrade was a great first thing to review. And so, in my capacity as the head of reviews for the internet, I've decided to make it the gold standard by which all things will be measured. It'll be our mascot, our yardstick. It'll even be the name of our show. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to the So what are you guys up to this weekend? Anybody going to like a big party or like a hot dog festival or anything? What is... I think this is acetaminophen. Oh, God! A headache, also known as cephalalgia, is a continuous symptom of pain felt in the neck, face, and head. And here's a fun fact. They come in over 150 varieties. Collect them all. These include cluster, migraine, sinus, allergy, stress, tension, dehydration, and apparently any other qualifier you can name. But what causes headaches? That's a preposterous question. We're all different people, so we all react differently to the world around us. Truth be told, it'd be a lot easier to list the things that don't cause headaches. But we're not here to do that. So some of the most common causes are bad posture, food sensitivities, loud noises, bright or flickering lights, certain smells, anxiety, the glare that comes off a TV, computer, or phone screen, not enough exercise, too much exercise, apple fritters, wet gloves, this guy, working next to Doug's skeleton, everything can give you a headache. So how can you avoid getting a headache when we live in a world that constantly seems to want to give you a headache? Look, I'm not a doctor, and so my advice is strictly suggestion. But consider having a regular, adequate sleep schedule. Maintain a healthy diet that includes lots of water. Exercise regularly, but know your limits. Try to reduce eye strain and the amount of time you spend looking at screens. And most importantly, listen to your own body. You know it best. Target those things that seem to trigger headaches for you and minimize your exposure to them. Look, you're probably thinking that headaches deserve a tardigrade of 0. They're heinous, but trust me, there's far worse things in this machine. Plus, headaches can be a great indicator of greater health risks. Experts say that if you experience a greater frequency in headaches, increased pain, headaches that cause vomiting, or a headache that lasts for like a really long time, you need to seek the help of an expert or specialist or doctor. So in that way, I guess that throbbing skull that we hate so much could end up helping to diagnose other conditions, preventing a stroke, or ultimately saving your life. Excruciating pain aside, I'll give headaches a tardigrade of 14 out of 100.
You won't believe what happens when we break into this family's home and kidnap their dog for an unreasonable ransom. It's an all-new episode of Dogs for Cash, Fridays at 7.
I need more quarters. Awesome. Let's see what we got next. Excuse me, folks. I want to try something.
Foods and recipes.
Yeah, this is Joshua in Reviews. I'm the new guy. I've got to do a review for grilled cheese sandwiches, and I was wondering if there was like a... Do you guys have those up there?
Oh, absolutely. Grilled cheese is a recipe I hold dear to my heart. Growing up as a little girl, my grandmother used to take us down to the ball field on Saturday nights when the night air was just...
Oh, God. Jump to recipe.
Absolutely. We'll have it right up.
Awesome. A grilled cheese is a cheese sandwich which has butter spread on the outside of the bread before being fried, and these things have been around for a long time. How long? Well, the earliest known references to heated cheese and bread foodstuffs are ancient Roman recipes, dates unknown, though they truly took off in popularity around 100 years ago here in America. The rise of cheap bread and processed cheese, thanks to Kraft Foods, meant that by the time the Great Depression rolled around, people were already rocking this delicious, easy-to-make comfort food. But not in the way you'd think. Originally, a grilled cheese would be only one piece of buttered bread with cheese melted on top. American restaurants would serve the open-faced toasted cheese with toppings such as olives, hard-boiled egg slices, bacon, and even pineapple or assorted berries. Because I guess people back then just hated their own mouths. I don't know. Today you can't find a restaurant or a loose bowl of tomato soup without one of these bad boys being available. You love them, I love them, but you know who loves them more? Competitive eater Joey Chestnut. In 2006, he set a world record by eating 47 entire grilled cheese sandwiches in just 10 minutes, which is absolutely horrifying. With a sandwich so simple and satisfying, it's no wonder that NPR reported that Americans eat, on average, an estimated 2.2 billion grilled cheese sandwiches each year. And I know that sounds like a lot of sandwiches, but like a third of those were your mom. Hell, we love them so much that April 12th is National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day. Not to be confused with September 3rd, which is just Grilled Cheese Day. And if that's not enough, the entire month of April is considered National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Month. Now, we all know how to make a grilled cheese, but just in case, you're going to need 2 of bread, 2 of cheese, and some butter. And that's it. Heat your pan to medium while you butter both sides of your bread. Then we go butter side down, cheese, butter side up, and stop. Sure, you can add other things at this point, like seasoning or olives. You're going to be tempted to eat the sandwich at this point. It's going to look and smell amazing. And just listen to it scream. Once you see the butter on the sandwich starting to melt, you can flip it over for another minute or 2. And then... That's incredible. I mean, it's not tardigrade incredible. Few things are. And that's the problem. At 300 to 450 calories on average, a grilled cheese sandwich has a lot of nutrients that are great for your health. But they're also loaded with saturated fats, sodium, and calories. And that's how you end up like this. It's a great food, don't get me wrong, but there's tons of better foods on the way. And a lot worse. And that's why I'm going to give this little slice of fried good and evil a tardigrade of 62 out of 100. What an amazing first day on the job. Feel like we got off to a good start, and I'm super glad you got to be here for it. Let's recap and talk about what we learned today. After some exhaustive research, I feel like we finally figured out that headaches are trash. It's the exact opposite of the tardigrade. We not only managed to take the #1 spot, but also the title of our show. And finally, we figured out that your mom can put a real hurtin' on some grilled cheese sandwiches. From the bottom of my heart, I really hope you enjoyed your time here at the internet today, and I hope to see you back here soon. If you haven't already, go ahead and press the subscribe button to join our workforce. And don't forget to clock out by pressing like. It lets the guys upstairs know that we finished a shift together. Until next time, I've been Joshua from the reviews department, and I'm going home.